states the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited back to the states or reserved to the states respectively, nor the people. This basically sums up saying that if the government does not help the state with their problems, then the problems can be taken into the hands of the state. So the government weren't helping with illegal immigrants. The state has the right to make up their own laws to finish or to figure out how to get the immigrants out of their state.
The anti-immigration laws are by far not racial profiling. The anti-immigration law helps create a better American system within the United States, only if the government would follow and not abuse the system. It would also help decrease illegal immigrants and the distribution of illegal drugs and substances. If this law is not passed, it will separate the states of America. Instead of one nation under all, it will be 50 divided states trying to fix the same problems with different sources.
On the fairness of the new law states that reasonable suspicion cannot be based solely on race or ethnicity. Governor Brewer has ordered training of what is to be considered reasonable suspicion. Usually reasonable suspicion would include some other form of violation of the law. For example, Arizona already has a law against human smuggling. Say an officer stops a speeding car that is overloaded. Nobody, including the driver, has any form of identification. This would give the officer the right to check their statuses under reasonable suspicion.
I'm ready to roll. Alright. If the government doesn't obey the Constitution, what is treason? Treason is a crime that undermines the offender's government. It boldly disobeys Amendment number 1 and number 2 of the U.S. Constitution. Number 1 and number 4 of the U.S. Constitution. And a U.S. that doesn't own up to its own Constitution is at fault. So the reason why this bill should not be passed is because it will make our own United States ancestors turn in their grave, because it's not the American way. Thank you.
The anti-illegal immigration law goes against exactly what this nation came about, how this nation came about. Our ancestors themselves were immigrants. These said immigrants produced our forefathers, the men that our country look up to. So, with that in mind, is this bill truly American? Shame.
The Arizona law shows that the public must suffer for the law enforcement's lack of responsibility in containing immigrants. People shouldn't have to be racially profiled for Arizona's border control not being effective. How can you determine probable suspicion of an illegal status in this country based on appearance? To be completely frank, has anyone realized or taken into consideration the immigrants' contributions to our country economically, socially, and culturally? Instead of making this law to find them and deport them, which will cost, we should find them and legalize them. This law creates a sense of criminalization on immigrants, which results in terrible stereotypes to anyone fitting the police's immigrant appearance. How can you determine or assume that someone could be illegal based on fluency in English and skin color? This legislation does not only violate those who are potentially immigrants or unjustly racially profiled, but it violates everyone in Arizona. Now America must suffer from Mexico's boycott and trade solely to Arizona's law. Does not anyone realize that we get 40% of our fruits and vegetables from Mexico?